Everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. We have already discussed about the file, and we know that how to read and how to write the file. That means of how to read the data from the file using C program, and how to write something in between the creating the file and as well as writing something on that. We already know that how to create that one. So using, of course, using a C program. So today we discuss about the another problem statement regarding file that um, assume that you have two files already created in your laptop or in your device, whatever it may be, but just assume that two text file is already created in somewhere in your device. Now you have to uh, append those two files and create another file and copy all the documents, all the statements you have already written in between those two files are copied to the third file. So but third file is not created before you doing the program. So first of all, we read and write, we do both the things in a same program, and we just append two different file into a new third file. What I'm telling that, assuming that two files is already created somewhere in your device, so either you take it from the by default place, or you write your code as mentioning the path of that particular file. So for example, assuming that two files is already, suppose for in my device I am creating two desktop file in a two text file in my desktop. So in between these two files I'm writing something in between them. Okay, just one or two statements, nothing else. Now according to our problem statement, we are going to create another file. This file is not created. I'm going to create that file, new file, and just copy all the statements whichever written in the two existing files to that particular new file. So at a time I'm read the information, or I'm read the documents from these two files, whatever the files is, and as well as I'm creating a new file and copy all the documents from those two files to the new file. So at a time I'm doing the read operation, and at a time I'm doing the write operations also, but both these two things in a single program. Sorry. So basically we actually append two files using C program. So you may write in your problem statement that write a C program to append two files, or append the information of two files and create a new file. Okay, so I'm already writing the program. So just check it and please understand line by line. Everyone see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute. Okay, all of you see the code? All
Yes,
of you
ma'am.
see the code? Okay, so just see. So we know that how do we use stdlib. So see, the after declaring file, there is a three different file pointer, because we have two we have to read 2 files and write a third files. So there is a 3 different file pointer is there, star F1, star F2 and star F3. And char ch, why we using char ch? Because see, when you merge the elements of 2 array, so similar concept is apply here also. Same, merge array or merge string, whatever we have done in our previous topic, the concept is same. So the concept is you have to copy all the information from file 1 to file 3, and you have to copy all the information from file 2 to file 3. It is most easiest. That's why we are doing this uh, uh, 2 operations in a single program. But the question is that it is also possible that you have to copy file 1 materials to file 2 and just simply show the file 2. It is also possible, but according to our problem statement, we have to read this 2 existing file and we have to create a new file and copy paste all the information which we have in file 1 and file 2. So basically what we are doing, simply we are copy paste the information from F1 to F3. We are assuming that F1 is our file 1 and F2 is our file 2. So file 1 and file 2 is already exist in my device, whatever it is, but it is already exist. Now F3, we have to create F3 and copy all the documents from F1 to F3 as well as copy all the documents from F2 to F3. So this is our problem statement. For that copy paste reason, we require that char ch variable. We required that one. Why? Just see the code. I'm telling you that one. So according to the previous example, we already know that. So we have to collect the text file name from the user. That's why we use here file 1. This is a string. So file 1 within third bracket open close. This is act as a string. This one is also a string and this one is also a string, because in between these 3 string, we are going to store the file name. Whatever we have, we the file name is, we actually store the file name in between file 1, file 2 and file 3. So I'm telling you repeated times that file 1 and file 2 both are already exist in my device. But file 3, I'm going to create that one. Okay. So this is a file name collection from the user. So for that reason, we use getS function. And similarly, we collect the file 2 name from the user, and you compiler wants to know the whatever the file name, file 3 name, because actually we are going to create that particular file in our device, where it is not mandatory. It is totally depend on the user that what is your file location. So similarly, so we have to first read those exist 2 files. Which one? File 1 and file 2, because those 2 files are already exist in my device, and according to my device, both the files are in desktop. So that's why after F open, I'm just writing here the path of my first file. So obviously this is my file 1 and this is my file 2. Both the files are in my desktop. That's why I'm just simple copy paste the path direction of student 1 and path direction of student 2. And obviously these 2 files open in a read mode, because these 2 files are already created in my desktop. That's why I'm opening these 2 files in a reading mode. I'm just copy paste the information in between these 2 files, nothing else. I'm not writing in between file 1, which is student 1, and file 2 which is student 2. I'm not writing anything. I'm just open these two files and read the information, nothing else. So after that, I'm checking that if there is any F1 and F2, or you say that student 1 and student 2 as exist or not. If both the files or both the file pointer is null, then there is nothing to be read and nothing to be copy paste to a new file. So that means there is an error. If my file is not exist in that particular location, so it is treated as this is a null, because in between F1 there is nothing to point. In between F2 there is nothing to point. And why I am using this sign here? Because if one of them is false, then this part is executed. Why? Because F1 is null but F2 is not null. According to my problem statement, it is not true, because we have to copy both the things from the F1, F2 to F2 and F3. So if both the file F1 and F2 is null, then this part is showing that this is a error, but nothing is here for copy to F1 to F2 to F3. So after that, we are creating our third file. So before copy paste, we have to first create our F3, means our file 3, not F3. F3 is a pointer. We have to create our file 3. Why? Because until or unless you create this file 3, you cannot copy anything from file 1 to file 2 to file 3. So first of all, you create the file 3, then you think about the copy paste. So for creating the file, we know that again I'm creating this file 3 which name is student 3 in my desktop also. That's why I'm writing here the path of that creating path direction for creating a new file, and I'm writing here the name of file 3 and obviously .txt because this is a text file, and obviously the mode is W because this file is not existed till now in my desktop. I'm creating that one now and I have to write something on that. Whatever I'm writing or whatever I'm copy paste, but both the thing treated as a write. That's why I'm creating this file and I'm going to write on to that. That's why I'm using here W mode, not read mode. Okay. And similarly, if F3 is not creating properly, then if student 3 is not created properly, then obviously F3 is equal to null, and it is shows that this is the error. If F3 file 3, or we say that student 3 is not created properly, then F3 nothing to be pointed. That's why it shows that this is a error. Okay, so we have already read 2 existing files and we have already created our student3.txt. All are in a same location. It is not like that ki sob shomoy ami read korchi write korbo sob eki location e hote pare. It's not like that. আমি সুবিধার জন্য এক জায়গায় করেছি. If you want, then you can change your path direction and check it is working or not. No problem with that. Whenever you want to read or you want to create, just copy paste that path direction, nothing else. Okay, so after creating a new file, now we have to, what I'm saying that we have to copy all the information from F1 to F3 as well as F2 to F3. In that way, you can append the documents or the information of these 2 files to a new file. So for that reason, what I'm doing here, that we are checking a condition. What the condition is? CH, which is a character type of variable. We know that because char CH we have declared in our declaration variable declaration line. So CH is equal to F get C F1. What is the meaning of that? Meaning of that, what I am telling you in a previous example, f get c. F get c is a collect collect the character one by one from the existing file. Collect, obviously this is a file, so whatever written in between file 1, so it is pointed by the f1. It is we already know that. Now suppose in f1 there is written that student name suppose is equal to, after that something is there. So student name is equal to, suppose something ABC is there. So student, so every character we have to copy from F1 to F3. So first we take S, then we take U, T, then U, then D, something like that. So we have to collect the information, but character by character from file 1, and obviously check that this is not end of file. Why? Because when it is end of file, then nothing to be collect from that particular file and nothing to be pasted to a new file. Because কোনো না কোনো একটা সময় গিয়ে আমার ফাইলের ইনফরমেশন শেষ হয়ে যাবে। আমার এখানে দুটো লাইন লেখা আছে, কোনো কোনো ফাইলে it's possible that there is 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 statement is there, but compiler doesn't know that. So we have to read, or we have to written some termination condition. So not equals to end of file, in short EOF. This is our termination condition. In how many times it will executed? একটা না একটা সময় গিয়ে তো আমাকে while loopটা stop করতে হবে. So if I am not writing in this termination condition, then this loop is executed in infinity order. So that's why first of all we store each and every character at a time using this f get c within first bracket open close f1. What is the meaning of that? In between f1, so your f1 pointed the file 1 now. So whatever the information you have written in between the file 1, each and everything pointed by the f1. Assume করে নাও file 1 এর মধ্যে যা আছে সব f1 এর মধ্যে store আছে। It's something like that. Okay, whatever you have written in between the file 1, it is all stored or all pointed by the f1, because we know that f1 is treated as a file pointer. Now what we are doing, we simply take one by one character and check this is not a end of file, and stored in between the ch variable. Okay, now using f put c, we are going to paste the variable which we have stored in between the ch to the file pointer f3. What is the meaning of that? Meaning that you are read using f get c, you are read the character one by one, and using f put c, you are write the character one by one according to the particular file name whichever you written in that particular line. What I am telling that, take as for example, so I am telling you that in between file 1 you written that student name is equal to, suppose my name Momita is there, student name is equal to Momita. Now the first character is S. Now we have to copy this S to file 1 to file 3, means student 1 to student 3. Now student 1 pointed by the F1 and student 3 pointed by the F3. We know that student 1 pointed by the F1 and student 3 pointed by the F3. And assuming that all the information whatever you have written in between the student 1, all are pointed by the f1. So we are bothered about f1, f2 and f3. We are not bothered about student 1, student 2, student 3, because it is not possible that every time you written the file name again and again. So you just assuming that all the information are stored in between the F1. You just think about in that way. Similarly, all the information of student 2 are stored into the F2, and all the information of student 3 what we are actually creating, all are pointed by F3 or all are stored by F3. Just think about that way. Now the point is you are read from F1 but character by character, not the whole thing at a time. Okay, character by character means first time S, second time T, third time U, something like that. As well as you compare that this is not the end of file, and particular this variable stored in between the ch. Suppose now for the very first time while is executed. So very first time, if I am assuming that the first letter of my file 1 is S. So now S is stored in between the ch. Obviously S is stored in between the ch because ch is a character type of variable. Okay. After that, if this condition is true, obviously this is true because S means this is not the end of file. So this condition is true. So according to that, compiler now execute this particular line. So this is a single statement. That's why I'm not writing here the second bracket open close. If you want, then you can write, no problem. So after checking the condition is true, compiler execute this line, which is F put C, CH comma F3. So very first time in between CH there is a S. So now compiler ki korbe, simply copy this S to the F3 as a first character of file 1 to file 3. So using fgetC, we read the character from one by one, whatever the file pointer is there. According to this line, the F1, so we read character one by one from F1. We print the character one by one to the F3 using fputC. fputC. So fgetC is used for read the character one by one, and using fputC function we print the character one by one onto the according file whichever we want. So in that way you can copy paste all the information from F1 to F3. Similarly, we execute another while loop, and in a similar way, we copy paste all the documents from F2 to F3. Same line, just changes is only the F2. But at last, some 4 or 5 lines after that, there is nothing is there in my file 1. So কোনো একটা সময় গিয়ে this condition is false because obviously একটা time এ গিয়ে it equals to end of file when after the last character of my file 1, then it is equal to EOF. So according to my condition, this is a false condition, so compiler doesn't enter into that part. So all the information copied from the F1 to F3. So similar way, all the information from F2 to F3 all are copied. So after all the information copied from F1 to F3 and F2 to F3, we are simply write a printf line that successfully we have merged the two files into the file 3. Why file 3 the percent is because we know that file 3 is a string. That's why we are writing here percentage and file 3. And after that we are close all the file pointer F1, F2 and F3. Okay, so this is a simple program for append two files. So you first read two existing files and create the third one or new one. Then simply copy the information from F1 to F3 and F2 to F3. So after successfully copied all the documents from F1 to F1 and F2 to F3, you just close all the file pointer, which is F1, F2 and F3, nothing else. Now I'm going to execute this code. So first I am execute, then I will show you. Okay, so this is my output window. So now I'm going to run this program. So according to my file name, I'm just type this one, that my first file name is student1.txt and my second file name is student2.txt. And now I'm going to give the creating file name, which one is a new file, which is not created in before running the program. It is now we are going to create that one. So I'm giving this name as student3, because according to our program I am already given the name as student3.txt. Now see, as a output, shows me that the two files were merged into student3.txt file successfully. So if my program runs successfully, so it is very obvious that we have already student1 and student2 is already in my desktop, but now student3 is created. And if successfully all the documents copied paste from F1 to F3 and F2 to F3, then all the information we can show into the student3.txt. So just check that one, whatever is creating or not. Just wait 1 minute. Okay, see, this is everyone see this window. This is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see, this is my desktop, and in between desktop there is a student1 and student2 is already there, and we see that we have already created student3. Now we have to first check whichever we what is the information in between student1 and student2, and check all the information are correct, successfully copied or not. So just wait 1 minute. I'm just opening all those three files. Okay. So see, this is my student1 file. So this is my student1 file. Everyone, just this is visible to everyone. Okay, so just check what are the information I am writing in between the student1. So something there is a 2 or 4 lines is there. So this is student1, and after that this file is student2. Okay, so this is student2. So student1 and student2 both are already in my desktop. So the some information in student1 and some information in student2. Now we are going to check whatever our student 3. So in between student 1 there is a student name and marks. So there is a 2 student name and marks, and in between student 3 there is a 2 line that hi there and what the world is beautiful, nothing else. So if the copy paste formula is working successfully, then all this information actually showed in between the student 3. Just check in between student 3. See, all of you see this window, student 3?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so now check that all the information. So this part is written in between the student 1. Okay, student name, marks. So all these information from student 1 file, and this information from student 2 file. So successfully we have copied all the documents from student 1 and student 2 to student 3, and successfully creating the student 3 file also. So I'm setting the path desktop here. So all my whatever I'm creating, all are in desktop. If you want, then you can choose any other path and you read and write as well. No problem. So this is a simple program for append to files. Very simple program. Just you have to remember the copy paste formula, nothing else. You know that how to open a file and how to write a file, how to read a file and how to write a file. You just remember R and W, and just copy paste how to copy from F1 and how to paste to F3. So this program, this append file program, in previous many years, many year কোশ্চেনে আমি রিপিটেড টাইমস এই কোশ্চেনটা দেখেছি তোমাদের সেমিস্টারে। আই ডোন্ট নো তোমাদের পরীক্ষা কিভাবে হবে কি না হবে আমি জানি না, বাট এই কোশ্চেনটা ভীষণ কমন একটা কোশ্চেন ফাইলের জন্য। জাস্ট append the two files. Okay, so you may, when you write your own, just uh, uh, write your path in a different location and check that successfully you created a file or not. Not set a same location, just set or not written anything as a path location. Yes, Jayad?
Ma'am,
Yes.
in line number 18 of the code,
Line number 18. So just I'm going to that part. 1 minute. Yes, line number 18. Yes.
ma'am, here we just writing that F1 is equals to F open, then we are directly putting the address where the file 1 is, and then
Yes.
read more.
Yes.
Then what is the need of getting down those files? Like in line number 13, we are writing that gets file 2 or get file 3, get file 1.
Of course, because this is file 1 as compiled. It may possible that whatever your file 1, and suppose I'm not inputting here student 1. Suppose
Yes,
I'm not putting here student 1. Maybe some mistake is there. Human mistake is there. Okay, or printing mistake is there. Now compiler doesn't understand that this file and this file are same. Just you tell me one thing, that why I'm not writing here file 1.txt, as we are writing here that file 3 in that particular place. Why I'm not writing here student3.txt? Okay, so if I'm writing here file 3, then why I'm not writing here file 1.txt? So I'm trying that one, that I'm writing here file 1.txt and file 2.txt, but it is not working properly. I'm check that one also. Whatever your question is, I'm understand that one. Your question that if I'm giving that student 1 directly, then what is the requirement of giving the student 1 here? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so one time I'm giving student 1 here, I'm writing student 1 here also, but you have to write here your file name. So if I am talking about the syntax for opening a file or in a reading mode or writing mode, we have to paste here the file name according file name. This one is a variable.
Yes,
Am I
ma'am.
clear? This
Yes, ma'am.
one is a variable. Which variable? Your string. In between this file one, you are going to store your exact file name. But according to our syntax, we written here the exact file name, not the file variable name. Am I clear to you? So
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
checking that one also, that I'm writing here file one. So this shows me that this is the error, because compiler doesn't understand what is file one. So according to our
Yes, ma'am.
syntax, when we write the C program, this is a very good question, that according to our syntax, that we have to mention here the exact file name, because until or unless you don't mention the file name here, it is very much difficult for compiler that it will find all the text files. Okay, it is too much complicated. That's why according to our syntax, we have to mention here the file name here, but according to that syntax, we have to mention here the variable name, which is our string, and in between this string, I'm going to store my file name, nothing else. Okay, so this is the only difference. Anything else? Any other question? Anyone?
Ma'am,
বলো।
ওই while loop একটা ছিল ch equal to get ch f1 not equal to end of file.
এক মিনিট, আমি প্রোগ্রাম কোডটা বের করি আবার। ইয়েস, বলো কোন লাইনটায় প্রবলেম বলো। while লাইনে কি প্রবলেম বলো। শুনতে পাচ্ছি না গো তোমার, you are not audible properly.
ম্যাম ওখানে এরর আসছে
কোথায় এরর গো?
ম্যাম, ওই মানে ওই লাইনটায় ম্যাম এরর আসছে। হ্যালো ম্যাম,
কোন লাইনটায় বলো, আমি তো মানে লাইনটা স্পেসিফিক করো, আমি তো বুঝতে পারছি না কোন লাইনটায়।
ম্যাম ওই যে if fp equal to নাল আছে,
হ্যাঁ, মানে কি হচ্ছে?
ওই যে ম্যাম 35 এর লাইনটা 35
35 এ তো ইফ নেই, 35 এ while আছে।
while loop এ আছে না যে not equal to end of file।
ইয়েস, হ্যাঁ বলো।
ম্যাম ওই জায়গাটায় ম্যাম এরর দেখাচ্ছে, কেন দেখাচ্ছে?
তুমি প্রোগ্রামটা করেছো, তোমাকে এরর দেখাচ্ছে?
ম্যাম ওখানে লেখা আছে expected primary expression before not equal to।
মানে তুমি প্রোগ্রামটা করেছো, তোমাকে এরর দেখাচ্ছে, তাই তো?
ম্যাম আপনার কোডিংটাই আমি করেছি।
হ্যাঁ, আমার কোড দেখেই করেছো তুমি, আমি সেটা বলছি না, বলছি তুমি তোমার প্রোগ্রাম কোডে তোমাকে এরর দেখাচ্ছে তো?
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম।
তো তুমি একটুখানি শেয়ার করো তোমার স্ক্রিনটা, আদারওয়াইজ তো আমি বুঝতে পারবো না।
ম্যাম আমি তো ম্যাম ফোনে করছি আর কম্পিউটারে তো ম্যাম কোডিং করেছি।
দেখো, প্রোগ্রাম এক্সাক্ট কপি পেস্ট করলেও কোথাও কোথাও ভুল থাকে, এবার এক্স্যাক্টলি কোথায় ভুল